Welcome back to Henry's Garage. In this episode, we're going to put on the flywheel, we're going to put on a new clutch. We are going to mount the clutch, the gearbox to the engine. We're going to drop a nut inside and have to take the gearbox off again. We're going to then remount it, and then we're going to stick the whole lot into the engine bay. It's a good episode. Enjoy. Okay, so in this episode, we're going to get the flywheel on here. We're going to get the clutch on here. We're going to join the two components together. I've just pulled the engine out from back here, which require moving quite a lot of stuff. And it looks at some point it got knocked off its blocks, which is a bit worrying. And it's also got a bit dirty. But it's going to have to be what it is. I also realised I didn't fill in any of the holes, which is a bit stupid of me. Oh well. Right, let's get started. Right, we're aiming for 61 Newton meters in total. We're going to start on 45. Come on, why aren't you clicking? Really? We're going to take it down a bit. This is 30. If this doesn't click, this isn't going to be... Ah, there's something wrong. Okay, so that was 30. That's 40. So we're going to do them all on 50. And this is 61. Well, that took a bit longer than expected because for some reason my smaller torque wrench didn't seem to want to work today. 12 months ago I'd never changed a clutch plate. I'm on to my third one now in this year. Right, so I got myself a new toolkit, and just in terms of the one that goes in here, this doesn't quite go in. This one's just a little bit loose. My new clutch plate, flywheel side. Okay, so the torque for this is 30 Newton meters, done in a opposite fashion. I've done it to 25. And there's 30. Okay, we're going to try to get these two bits together. You can see the engine's at a bit of an angle, which means I'm going to have to get this up quite high. So actually, I will do that first. Oh, in fact, I've got even a better idea. I do, in fact, have a thingy for the jack for this. I'm going to go and get that out. And then I've chopped up this so that it won't move on me, hopefully. And then we should be able to have a go at it. We'll get a bit of lubrication on here first, just to ease things along. Okay, so I got out my jack. This should make it easier. I've also had real trouble lining it up. Someone suggested we get 2 studs in, which is actually pretty obvious. And the dowel that's here is actually on the gearbox side there. So I think we're ready to start trying to line this lot up. I'm struggling with this for ages now. Look, you can see I'm pretty sure I've got it engaged in the centre, and I got it just over the lip here. But on the other side, you can just see it's just a bit low. I don't seem to be able to get them both over at the same time. Sorry, there we go. You can see it's just a bit low. Okay, we'll keep going. That actually, 5 minutes later, seems to have given me enough strength, just showing it to you, to get it over the lip. And I'm slowly tightening a couple of bolts, a couple of clamps on either side to get it in. I didn't have my studs in, and you can see those are going in now. So I feel like I've got it lined up properly. So I'm going to slowly tighten these to bring it all together. It's time for a break. As you can see, the studs have all lined up nicely. But when I come to attempting to put in one of these lower bolts, so it's the same on the other side. I'm not quite sure why that would be. If those two are lined up, we've got this one in. I mean, we've got several lined up. So why it shouldn't go together now, I don't really know. So, rather than fuss about it, I'm going to go have something to eat. I didn't go to lunch. I decided to try tightening these in properly first. So those are the studs. So I used I locked two nuts together to get those in, and once I'd done that, you can see down here I started to manage to get them in at the bottom. So that helped me get the line exactly right. So now I'm going to go have lunch. Alright, I've had a bit of a work issue today, so I didn't get back out after lunch. I've popped out now just to clear things away. That still has to go away. and I'm not sure if I'll get out again tomorrow because of this issue. So this is not actually all the gearbox bell housing isn't actually torqued up to the engine at the moment. A lot of the nuts are still up there, so we'll see how we get on. It is the next day and everything needs tightening now to 27 Newton meters. Everything torqued up. Just taking this off, unscrewing it. The nut fell in here. Gosh, I guess that's coming apart again. And there it is. Oh well, start again. Okay, so I think I've worked out what my problem has been getting this on. It's getting it over that lip, and the issue I've been having is it's been resting on the lip, which is causing some pressure. It's pushing it up, so I can't get it over. Simple solution is just get a bit of wood in there, takes the pressure off, and now it should come in. So I'm going to slowly pull it together with these bolts, which has worked in the past. Hopefully that'll be it. We're torqued down again, so just a bit ahead of where we were 24 hours ago. I did realise as I was that I might have been able to get these bolt out here, but never mind. Okay, so we're together. Still need to get the bolts in underneath, and I have two more here, which I think might be for the slave cylinder. So we're just holding on to those, and I'm going to go have some lunch and decide if I'm going to try to tackle the engine. Right, we're going to try to get that into there. I'm going to give myself 3 hours to get close. If I've got close, I'll keep going. If I haven't, I'm putting it back separate, and that's because I got other things I need to. Well, I'm away next week, and so I need to make sure everything's tidy. So that's what we're going to try to do. So we're going to get this up on the hoist. We're going to get this stuff from underneath out the way. We're going to have it facing across the garage from there to here. That's an angle, that gives me the most room. We're going to jack up the back and lower the front to give us as good an angle as possible. All right, so we'll start by putting the hoist together and getting that up. Okay, so we've got it fairly high at the back, fairly low at the front. Engine is up, but I haven't dealt with that yet. So I'm going to get under the car now. It goes along the top of the transmission tunnel, so we're going to get that fixed in place first. So that pipe's now fixed out of the way, and so I can go on to the next bit. The right hand engine mount goes here. I need to take this out in order to get it in. This. So I'm just going to have to support that chassis and take that out next. Okay, that's almost fitted, and the reason I say almost is that the bolt on the other side over here I can't find, but it's an M8 according to Rimmer Brothers, and they're easy to get, so I'm going to, given everything else is bolted down, I'm going to continue on with this. I had to get a couple of screws for here, so I also got one for the engine mount. Okay, so that's all fitted in now. That's all, I mean, this needs pushing a bit more on, but I reckon I'm now ready to try to push this in. Okay, so the bit I'm struggling with is getting it lined up with the engine mounts. So one there, and one down there. I basically need to get this engine to tip over like that, and then swivel a bit. So that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, so we've almost got it lined up. It's just, I can't quite get it into the gap here. So I reckon if I take the engine mount off, just, you know, this, the support, and then slip it in to the hole and then bolt it back on, I will be able to hold it in place, which will allow me to get the other one on, because I don't need to put it on tight initially. So that's what I want to try. I got it on this one first by taking the other one out. So I haven't looked at this side yet, but I now need to get the other one in there. Right, I think the way you do this, the way I've done it, is you get this engine mount loosely on this one, have it fitted to the engine already, and then when you lower it, you can adjust it till you find it in place. Anyway, I need to now do the transmission and get that mounted up, because at the moment it's on the jack, and then I should be good. Okay, engine's in. I just need to put the water cover back on. I did scratch a bit in some places, so I'm going to have to do a few touch-ups, but that's okay. It's there. Now, the transmission I haven't got right yet, and I can't work out how to do it. So, someone can help me, please. So, you see like that, it's loose. I'm pretty sure the way, because it's an LT77, I think. It's a 5-speed. So I'm pretty sure that actually this is meant to be on here with the bolt going through all of them and in to the transmission, into the gearbox underneath. Thing is, I can't get it to catch when I have all of this in place. And even if I did, up above, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you, you can see I've got a gap. So I've got something wrong. I don't know what I've got wrong. Or I'm missing something that's meant to go in there, which is entirely possible that I've forgotten about something. So I'm going to just leave it temporarily connected up like that at the moment, so everything holds together. I'm going to go and so yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And please tell me
what I'm missing. So I've not put something on. I can't remember what it is. It clearly goes in there. Or I've got this on the wrong way round, the support. I don't know, possible. So whatever it is, can you tell me what I've got wrong? Because I don't know. So these holes you see on the support, get that light out of the way. There. These holes, I've got them at the back. Are they meant to be at the back or the front? I don't remember. And because that, I guess, might make the difference. Anyway, I'm exhausted, so I'm going to tidy up and I'm going to put everything away.
Right, so I've taken a look at an old episode of when I took the engine out, and it's episode 45, and at 5 minute 5:04, so 4 seconds into the 5th minute, where I'm undoing the transmission, I can see that you've only got the cylindrical bit and the flattish bit are not at the bottom, so they must be up above in some way, which would make more sense, because if they go up above, and that way they would squeeze the mount, and the cylindrical bit presumably is what the actual transmission, the gearbox, sits on. So I'm not doing that tonight. I am just shattered and I won't get the chance tomorrow. So we're going to deal with that when I get back from holiday. But if I've got that wrong, let me know. If I've got that right, confirm it for me. So that's the end of this episode. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. It took me 6 hours in the end, from when I said I'm going to give myself 3, and if I'm getting along okay. So it took me 6. Once I had understood how to get that I needed to really have the engine mounts on loosely, the lowering engine, and then I moved those to get it into place, it went a lot quicker. But there we are. And that's it. All right. Thanks. Bye.